In 53 BC, Parthia annihilated Marcus Crassus's grand army at Carrhae. 20,000 legionnaires fell into absolute dust. Yet 10,000 surviving captives completely vanished. The mystery of the lost Roman legion's China connection begins here. No ancient Western source formally documents their ultimate fate. They are simply erased from all classical chronicles forever. 17 years later, an inexplicable historical anomaly occurs. We must look 11,000 kilometers eastward, across Central Asia. In 36 BC, Han Dynasty commander Chen Tang vividly records something impossible, a mysterious unit utilizing fish-scale tactics. This specific formation appeared outside a heavily fortified settlement, documented as Liqian, the exact Chinese name for Rome. Western historians immediately realized that fish scale describes the legendary Roman Testudo formation perfectly, interlocking overlapping heavy combat shields. Executing the Testudo requires years of brutal synchronized discipline. It cannot be randomly invented by local untrained mercenaries. In the year 1957, Professor Homer Dubbs connected these missing captives directly to this Chinese chronicle. Surviving such an arduous journey meant walking roughly 11,000 kilometers across hostile territories as enslaved combat prisoners. Parthia purposely blocked direct contact between Rome and China. But here is where the story stops making sense. They fiercely protected their extremely lucrative Silk Road monopoly. Allowing Roman prisoners into Han territory was politically dangerous. According to archaeologist Warwick Ball in 2001, these contacts were merely common trade exchanges, not soldiers. However, Liqian was established specifically as a military outpost. Why name a heavily fortified garrison after distant Rome? A massive 17-year gap exists between Carrhae and the Liqian sighting. No transitional records survive anywhere today. Historical precedent shows Parthia frequently deployed captured foreign infantry to their remote eastern borders as border guards. Relocating them to Margiana explains how the lost Roman legion's China journey logically began in Central Asia. But these battle-hardened veteran soldiers would not simply remain submissive border sentinels for their bitter Parthian enemies.
Let the sinners tremble.
They allegedly escaped further east, eventually offering their elite military services as mercenaries to the Xiongnu chieftain Zhizhi. This strategic alliance brought Roman heavy infantry tactics directly into a fierce conflict against the expanding Han Empire. During the brutal siege of Zhizhi, Han forces observed this bizarre wooden fortress and the interlocking shields. Following their decisive victory, Chinese forces captured exactly 145 of these unusual foreign mercenaries. The Han Emperor supposedly resettled these valuable foreign veterans in Gansu province to guard his western borders. Fast forward to 2005, geneticists arrived in Liqian searching for any biological remnants of Rome. Initial DNA testing immediately revealed that 56% of villagers possess the Western haplogroup R1A. These specific genetic markers seemingly confirmed the Roman lineage. What happened next surprised even the scientists investigating it. The full genetic data was never formally published in any internationally recognized peer-reviewed scientific journal anywhere. Furthermore, the famous ancient Terra mummies conclusively prove that Caucasian populations inhabited Western China millennia before Marcus Crassus. Therefore, the R1A haplogroup likely originated from ordinary Silk Road traders, not lost Roman legionnaires. Despite this massive scientific contradiction, the Chinese government actively endorsed the Roman narrative for lucrative regional tourism. In 20 BC, Augustus successfully negotiated the triumphant return of their lost military standards from Parthian kings. Yet absolutely no official historical text mentions any diplomatic attempt to rescue those 10,000 missing soldiers. Furthermore, during that massive 17-year gap, absolutely zero intermediate written records document their desperate eastward migration. Archaeologists excavating Liqian found standard Han Dynasty artifacts, but absolutely no Roman coins, weapons, or Latin inscriptions. As prominent historian Warwick Ball stated, the lost Roman legions narrative is a wonderful story, not history.
But if this is entirely fiction, we must explain the undeniable existence of the military toponym itself. Ancient texts prove Liqian was undeniably the official Han Dynasty designation, referring directly to the Roman Empire. Furthermore, historical skeptics still struggle to provide a convincing alternative explanation for that specific fish scale formation.
Could tribal nomadic warriors have independently invented a complex interlocking heavy shield wall without external Western influence?
Two separate anomalies occur simultaneously at this exact location. Are we simply looking at an impossible statistical coincidence?
Or is there a hidden layer of ancient espionage and prisoner trading we have not yet discovered?
Parthians perhaps sold these elite captive soldiers eastward along the Silk Road for highly valuable regional resources.
This clandestine human trafficking perfectly explains why official Roman state records remain completely silent regarding their fate.
As we approach the final revelation, the physical evidence forces us to reconsider the entire historical narrative. The ultimate historical climax centers entirely on Commander Chen Tang and his astonishing official report from 36 BC. He explicitly described a highly disciplined military unit utilizing an overlapping shield formation resembling tight fish scales.
The Han Empire maintained sophisticated indigenous military doctrines, yet this specific defensive tactic appeared completely alien globally. Following their surrender, the victorious Han Dynasty deliberately named their new settlement Liqian to honor this encounter. Liqian was never just a random geographical title, it was the exact contemporary Chinese diplomatic word for Rome.
If these captured mercenaries were merely ordinary Silk Road traders, why assign them this prestigious imperial title? Naming a frontier garrison after a distant superpower is an extraordinary geopolitical statement by the Han Emperor.
The undeniable physical reality remains. A Roman military formation appeared precisely where the Roman name was officially bestowed. Archaeology completely denies their physical presence in this village, yet the ancient texts stubbornly insist they were there.
This massive contradiction permanently leaves historians trapped between missing physical evidence and inexplicable ancient written military records.
10,000 Roman legionnaires vanished into the unforgiving desert sands, leaving behind a profound historical ghost story.
We may never actually unearth Roman armor buried beneath the ancient defensive walls of modern Liqian village. But if they were not Romans, why did the powerful Han Empire assign Rome's exact name there? Perhaps some historical anomalies are simply destined to remain forever trapped between documented myth and buried reality. This investigation is over, but countless more unresolved historical mysteries remain buried, waiting for our analytical attention. Click the next video on your screen to explore another compelling case. We will see you there.